It's Cap's CarCast. Where have you been? I've been right here, and we're going on a drive.
Get down.
You think you know, but you don't. So you don't. Okay, I work with a lot of customers and clients, literally all over the world now. I could say that. And there's one thing that is consistent: they don't know their customers. This is not to suggest they don't know how to serve them. They do. But what I could tell you is that there is a filter over our understanding of the customer base from our own perspective. So we place in front of our eyes the way and the manner in which we have to serve that customer base, and that is how we interpret the understanding of the customer. And that goes even further beyond that, but I want to give you a good example here, a good antidote, if you will, to being a little bit more self-aware of your lack of customer understanding. Recently was in Ireland with a client, and I went out to dinner with a friend of mine in a very small restaurant, and not very crowded, maybe 4 couples in there totally, a couple, 2 people at each table, 4 tables total. And my friend and I started talking about a bunch of different things we got into, and I asked him about healthcare in the UK because I don't really understand. He's from UK, so I didn't really understand how it worked. He started to explain it to me, and I started to explain how the nonsense that's going on over here with how our healthcare system works, where the shortcomings are. And look, I'm a passionate individual. Maybe you've noticed a lot of passion, and when I start talking about things such as healthcare, the tone of my voice changes and it begins to rise. I'm looking at my friend, and he's looking at me. He's kind of like this. And it's just me. He says, all right, you're a little loud right now. You need to keep it down just a little bit. That's my British accent. In other words, he was saying, look, you're not aware of this, but you're speaking very loudly, and it's noticeable. All of a sudden, the ugly American thing's coming out very loudly and clearly. So I brought my tone down to what I thought was a whisper, and we continued to talk about the subject. Later on, we discussed the funny fact that he had to tell me to settle down a little bit. He said, even when you were whispering, I could hear you quite clearly. So imagine what it was like when you were speaking with a little bit more passion. You see what I'm getting at? My perspective of the conversation was clouded from my own view, right? In other words, I was completely unaware that my the tone of my voice and the volume had increased based upon the passionate topic that we were sharing with one another. This is sort of what it's like when you think you understand your customer, is that you're passionate about them. You want to serve them. You want to do right by them, but you don't realize that you're about 10 decibels higher than you need to be. And maybe you ought to be doing a little bit more listening than speaking. Not the perfect analogy, not the perfect anecdotal story, but hopefully it reinforces the point, and hopefully it encourages you to go talk to customers anew this very day and understand what they're actually doing with your product and service. What are they actually caring about? Who are they trying to serve? If you do that, it'll make a world of difference. See you next time. I love me some CarCast. It's the fall. It's the best time of the year in the U.S., the northeast part of the United States, and I dig it. And I want you to come subscribe because I think that you dig it as well. I'll see you over there on my YouTube channel, and we'll chat again. Take care.